So, welcome to my bedroom. In light of everything that's happening right now in our world and the need for social distancing, I wanted to still offer the opportunity to practice yoga and just get some movement in. So even if yoga is not your thing, just having the ability to move a little bit, to breathe with intention, to practice some mindfulness, because I think also now more than ever we need to really take care of our mental health. So even if that's just 10 minutes that you can take out of your day, I wanted to try to offer that to you. This will be about a 20-25 minute practice. Throughout the week, I'm going to try to offer some longer ones as well and different variety of classes. And yeah, you can have this at your disposal. Use it anytime, any place. It's recorded, so it's yours. And with that, let's get started. So come into a comfortable seated position. You can sit on your knees, your shins, or take a comfortable seat by crossing your ankles and then rooting your sits bones into the mat. Just sit up nice and tall, create a long spine. Rest your hands on your legs if that feels comfortable. Your palms can be up to receive. You can face them down to root and ground you here, which I think many of us need right now. And then just go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just start to really come out of your day, come out of your mind, come out of just life outside of this moment, and allow yourself to fully arrive here on your mat. And just start to take this moment to really check in with yourself. Just notice how you're feeling. And doing so without any judgment, just begin to notice your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your body. Whatever is going on for you right now, let's just start to clear some of that energy to help you really ground down and get a little more centered. So take a big breath in through your nose, fill your body up. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Again, take a big breath in. Open your mouth, full breath out. One more time, just like that. Take a big breath in through your nose, your biggest breath yet. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And then bring your lips together to touch. And just start to inhale and exhale through your nose. So keeping your lips sealed, start to find a slow, steady breath in, and equally smooth and steady breath out. And as you're ready, begin to constrict the muscles in the back of your throat to start to create a more audible breath here. This is your oceanic breath, your Ujjayi Pranayama. And use this breath to start to build your own internal heat, but also throughout your practice, throughout your day, use your breath to really quiet your thoughts. So anytime your mind starts to wander, can you just shift your focus to your breath? Take a moment here to even take a full big breath in, and then a full breath out to just let go of anything that you're holding on to. Take 2 more full rounds of breath here. Good. And then just release your hands right by your sides. And on your inhale, reach your right arm up. And then exhale, reach over to the left. You might start to bend into your left elbow. And then begin to spiral open through your right side body. Maybe lift your head up. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed just to really focus on your breath. And then inhale, rise back up. Then exhale, release your right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And exhale, reach over to the right. And this time, maybe bend into your right elbow. And spiral open through your left side body. And start to lift your head up. One more breath. And then inhale, rise back up. Exhale, release your left hand. And just make your way to a tabletop position. So take your time coming to hands and knees. And just begin to stack your shoulders, your wrists, your hips, and your knees. And start with a long neutral spine. And on your inhale, cow pose, lower your belly down, lift your heart, your gaze, your tailbone. Exhale, cat round through your spine, arch your back, chin to your chest. Again, inhale, cow, lower your belly, shine your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat, scoop, and round. Just continue here through your cat and cows with your breaths on your inhale, cow pose. On your exhale, cat pose, moving at your own pace. Let your breath be your guide here. You're welcome to find other movements. So maybe move your hips around from side to side. Move your head and neck around. Let go of any any tension here. Take one more full round of breath. And on your next inhale, come back to a long neutral spine. And then exhale, child's pose. So bring your big toes together, open your knees nice and wide. Lower your hips back to your heels and extend your arms long in front of you and let your forehead rest down. And just take a few breaths here in child's pose. Stay there. As you breathe, I'm just going to talk you through it a little bit. So staying with your breath. As you inhale, try to find length through your spine and walk your fingertips even closer to the top of your mat. And as you exhale, really sink your hips back to your heels and then allow your chest to melt down. Know that at any point that you need to take a break, even just throughout your day, you can always pop into a child's pose. Take one more breath. And then staying in your child's pose, just thread your right arm underneath of your left side body and just continue to hold here. One more breath. And then bring your left hand, press it down into the mat to push yourself up. And as you inhale, reach your right arm wide. Just feel a release. And then exhale, release your right hand, come back into your child's pose. And this time, thread your left arm underneath of your right side body. And then start to bring your right hand to the mat. Begin to press yourself up. And then as you inhale, reach your left arm wide. Find a release. And exhale your left hand down. Come forward to your tabletop position, hands and knees. Take an inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So tuck your toes. You might need to walk your hands forward slightly. Begin to lift your hips, extend through your legs. And then maybe take a moment to find movement. So bend one knee, then the other. Just pedal out your heels. Make sure that your feet are 2 fist distance apart, so hip width distance, maybe even a little wider. Let your head release here, so set your gaze to the back of your mat. And it's more important to have a straight spine here than straight legs, so maybe start to find a little bit of a bend into your knees. And this will allow you to lift your hips high and press your chest back. Take another breath here. As you inhale, ripple forward to a high plank. Shoulders come right over your wrists and breathe. So you might need to make some adjustments here. Your downward facing dog should be about the length of a high plank in terms of your hands and your feet. So from your high plank, know that your knees can always lower down. You're still engaging your core and upper body. Really press away from the mat. Set your gaze in between your palms. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times here. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Breathe. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. We'll do it once more. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Keep your core nice and engaged. Keep breathing. So think about pulling your belly button to your spine. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, tiptoe to the top of your mat and come into a forward fold. So feet stay hip width distance, maybe a little bit wider. Bend your knees and continue to hinge forward. Option for ragdoll here. You can grab opposite elbows overhead and let your head be heavy. You can also just let your fingers reach towards the mat. Option for stillness, maybe find movement. You can sway from side to side, shake your head no and yes. This is really nice in the morning, just as you get out of bed. Working out some kinks, some tension, some tightness, and then slowly start to bring your feet together so that your big toes touch. Keep a little space between your heels. Soften your knees, tuck your chin into your chest, and then inhale, slowly rise up to stand 1 vertebrae at a time. Let the crown of your head be the last thing to lift. And exhale, standing at attention, Samasthiti. So just bring your palms together at heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest and close your eyes. So start to feel that physical connection here. So even when our minds start to race and your breath maybe doesn't quiet your thoughts, try to refocus your mind on something else. So notice that connection here between your thumbs and your chest. Notice your heartbeat. Use that to pull you back into this space mentally, and then take a big breath in. Full breath out. Release your arms by your sides. Option to flutter open your eyes. As you inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead, rotate your pinkies in, and just breathe here for a moment. So start to engage your core again. Pull your belly button to your spine and soften your tailbone down. Relax your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward from your hips. Release your hands down and let your head be nice and heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Hands can come up to your shins, maybe to your thighs, and just breathe. Reach the crown of your head forward as you hug your shoulder blades together. Take one more inhale. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands, and then step all the way back. As you inhale, shift forward to your toes. On your exhale, chaturanga, low plank. So option for your knees to come down here or keep them lifted, your choice. Lower halfway down, elbows come to a 90-degree angle. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes, 4 points of contact, and breathe. So you're always welcome to come into cobra pose. Keep your knees and legs down. Otherwise, really engage and lift your knees, caps off the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hips high. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. And we're just going to move breath to movement, flowing that here instead of holding the poses. As you inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Again, your knees can come down, or you can always hold a plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. We're just going to add on to the sun A sequence that we're doing. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Fold right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your left foot all the way back into a low line. So keep your right foot forward. Gently lower your left knee down to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. So begin to rise up. Reach your arms overhead. Maybe fix your hair in your top like me. And breathe. So one thing to be mindful of is you want your knee to stay over your ankle here. And you should be able to see your toes on your right foot. Try not to settle your weight down into your hips. Feel a lift here and then relax your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands and then engage your left leg. Keep your left hand down. You can always place it on a block. Inhale your right arm high, easy twist and breathe. So sometimes we shift our weight so that our left hip sinks down. Instead, keep your left hip engaged. One more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Option to skip it. Option for ekapada. You can extend your right leg behind you and continue into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back to your low lunge, and then bring your knee down to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon, rise up and breathe. So this time, again, make sure that your left knee is over your left ankle. Be gentle with your hips, lift through your torso, and then relax your shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, plant your hands, engage your right leg. Keep your right hand down, inhale, easy twist, send your left arm high and breathe. Again, your right hand can always be on a block. Feel the twist through your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank, plant your left hand, step back. Option for ekapada with your left leg lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. We're just going to add on a little bit more to that sequence. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, fold right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back to a low lunge. Gently lower your knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, easy twist, send your right arm high and breathe. Listen for the change. One more inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold to the left. So begin to lower your right hand. Walk your hands around to the left. Bring your feet parallel to the short edges of the mat. And then continue to hinge forward and let your head be nice and heavy here. If you have a healthy low back, you might slightly pigeon toe your feet. Just let your weight come forward toward the ball mounds of your feet, out of your heels. One more breath. On your inhale, bring your fingertips down, lift halfway up. Exhale, low lunge, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep your right leg behind you. Exhale, you can come right to downward facing dog. Option for a chaturanga, maybe ekapada with your right leg lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back. Lower your knee. Inhale, crescent moon, rise up. Exhale, low lunge. Keep your right hand down. Inhale, easy twist, send your left arm high and breathe. Remember the change, one more inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Lower your left hand and then walk to the right. Bring your feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Continue to hinge forward and let your head be heavy. Let your weight come forward to the ball mounds of your feet, out of your heels. One more breath. Inhale, lift halfway up, bring your fingertips down. Exhale, low lunge, walk your hands to the top. Inhale, three-legged dog, sweep your left leg high. And then exhale, option to come right to downward facing dog, chaturanga, ekapada with your left leg lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. And then inhale, come forward to a high plank and hold your plank. Breathe. So again, knees can always come down here. Continue to pull your belly button to your spine. Put your gaze in between your hands. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then your next inhale, reach your right leg behind you. Exhale, step your foot between your hands to a low lunge. And just take a moment here to again stack your right knee and ankle. So if you need to manually place your foot there, you can. And then inhale, warrior two, dial your left heel down, rise up. Open your arms nice and long and breathe. So just take a moment. You might need to adjust your stance. You want to keep your right knee over your ankle and create a nice 90-degree angle with your right leg. And then as you bend into your front knee, really press the pinky edge of your left foot down. Reach both arms nice and long. Feel the energy out your fingers. Set your gaze forward over your right hand. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more breath. Take another inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Release your right forearm to your thigh. Reach your left arm overhead. So stay with the bend in your front knee to settle your hips to the mat. And then try to find lightness through your right side body. Take a little bit of weight off of your right arm. And as you do so, spiral open through your left side body. Feel your heart lift up. Take one more breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your right knee. High five the back wall and breathe. Really feel that leg through your right side body. Relax your right shoulder. Take one more inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat, low lunge. Take an inhale to look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your left foot to meet your right at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet together to touch. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So sit your hips nice and low. Lift your arms high and breathe. So start to shift your weight into your heels, out of your toes. As you sink your hips, continue to engage your core and soften your tailbone down. So you want to create a nice long spine. Sometimes we start to do this and we stick our butts out. You want to take the C curve out of your low back without tucking your tailbone, just softening it. Relax your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Bring your palms to heart center. Link your left elbow outside your right knee. And then look down. If you notice that your left knee shifted forward, which it often does, just gently plug your left hip back. Sink your hips even lower. And as you sink your hips, lift through your chest. Use your breath. Your inhale to lengthen your spine. Your exhale to twist deeper. Take one more inhale. Option of Blossom. Open your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Release. Bring your feet hip width distance. Maybe a little bit wider. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Keep that grip. Find like a mini halfway lift. And then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Let your head be nice and heavy here. Sometimes I like to find movement. Just move your head around. On your next inhale, lift halfway up. Release your hands. And then exhale, forward fold, bring your feet back together. And as you inhale, come into mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, baby back bend. So goalpost, open your arms, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. So know that you can skip this. So you can just stay in a plank here, or you can come right to downward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take your time. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale your left leg behind you. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Again, pause. Take a moment to stack your knee over your ankle. If you need to manually place your foot there, do so. Inhale, warrior two, rise all the way up. Plant your right heel down. Reach your arms long and breathe. So again, stay with that bend in your left knee. Try to get your left shin perpendicular to the ground. And then root the pinky edge of your right foot down. Reach both arms nice and long. Sometimes we forget about the arm behind us. So really feel the energy out of your fingers. Relax your shoulders. One more inhale, maybe some deeper. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Reach your right arm overhead. And again, stay with the bend in your left knee to settle your hips. This time, spiral open through your right shoulder rib cage. And as you do so, find a little bit of a lift and lightness through your left side body. One more breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your left knee. Reach your left arm back and breathe. So your upper body moves, so your lower body stays still. Feel the length through your left side. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the mat. Take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet come all the way together. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Again, sit your hips nice and low. Lift your arms overhead and breathe. And again, just shift your weight to your heels. You might even get all 10 toes to lift up. Sink your hips nice and low. Pull your belly button to your spine. Relax your shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Bring your palms to heart center. Link your right elbow outside of your left knee this time. So this time, if you notice your right knee shifts forward, gently plug your right hip back. And again, get your hips nice and low. And then lift up through your chest. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist deeper. One more inhale, option to blossom your arms. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Bring your feet hip width distance, maybe a little bit wider. So option to come into the big toe hold again, maybe to ragdoll or come into gorilla pose. So you'll step on your palms, fingers face your heels. Bend your knees as much as you like to, and again, let your head be heavy here. One more breath. As you inhale, lift halfway up, release your hands. Exhale, forward fold, bring your feet back together. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. The final one of this practice, take it or leave it. It's always your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward, and then exhale, make your way to a seat so you can walk, step, or float through. And then just start to extend your legs long in front of you. So really root your sits bones down into the mat. Flex your toes back towards your shins. As you inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So reach forward. Your hands do not touch your feet. Maybe your shins, maybe your thighs. Just really lengthen through your spine. Lead with your heart as you continue to fold here. And then inhale, slowly rise up. And exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, and lower all the way down to your back. So you might just scooch forward here. Take your time to lower down. Let your head be nice and heavy on the mat. And then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. An option to stay right here or bring your legs up towards you. This is a supine figure 4, just getting into the hips a little bit. Make sure you flex all 10 toes to support your knee joints and let your head just be nice and heavy here. Two more breaths. And gently lower your left foot and then place your right foot on the mat. Keep your right foot down, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. So again, option is stay here or bring your legs towards your torso and you can wrap your hands around your right thigh. Again, start to flex all 10 toes here, support your knee joints. Let your head be nice and heavy. And breathe. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, bring your right foot down, bring your left foot down. Bring your feet hip width distance, walk your heels slightly closer to your body, and then press your arms by your sides, palms press down to the mat. As you inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips straight up towards the ceiling and breathe. So if you have a block and would prefer to come into a supported bridge, you can place it under your sacrum, your low back. You can also start to work your shoulder blades a little bit closer together, and then maybe extend your arms under your torso and interlace your fingers to find more of a chest expansion. Really press your feet, your shoulders, the back of your head down into the mat as you lift up. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale. And then exhale, gently bring your hips down. And then once you lower, just bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open nice and wide. This is Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined down angle. Place one hand on your heart, place one hand on your belly just to physically reconnect. Start to slow your breath down. Start to slow your heart rate down. Start to slow your mind and thoughts down. So again, use this physical connection to mentally pull you back into this space. Just notice your breath move through your body here. So feel your belly and chest rise and fall with each breath. As you inhale, feel your breath travel up. And as you exhale, feel your breath travel down. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then gently bring your hands to your knees and close your legs up like you're closing a book. And then hug your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg long on the mat. Take a full breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your knee across your body over to the left. You can open your right arm wide. You can goal post it over your head. But root your right shoulder down onto the mat. So only twist as much as you can, and then maybe shift your gaze over your right shoulder. And at this point, I invite you to close your eyes. There's just nothing left to see. It's your time. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring both knees into your chest to neutralize your spine. Keep your left knee in, send your right leg long onto the mat. Take a full breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your knee across your body over to the right. Open your left arm wide this time. Keep your left shoulder down. And then maybe turn your head to the left, keeping your eyes closed. Just wringing out and releasing anything that no longer serves you, any stories, any fears, any worries, letting that go here. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, happy baby. Bring your knees towards you, reach your arms in between your legs and grab onto the inner outer edges of your feet, and then start to press your tailbone down towards the mat to create a long spine. You're welcome to find a little movement here, maybe sway around. You can straighten one leg, maybe the other, maybe both. Any final poses you need before you close your practice. And so from here, take another inhale and exhale, cosmic ball. So bring your knees together, hug your knees to your chest, lift your forehead up to your knees, squeeze everything in nice and tight. Thank yourself for this practice. And from here, we're gonna move into Shavasana. I'm gonna let you stay there until the end and I'll guide you through it, allowing you to take as much time as you need. Take another inhale. Exhale, release Shavasana, final relaxation. Extend everything down onto the mat. So let your legs come nice and long and your feet open wide. You can bring your arms by your sides, your choice for your palms to face up to receive. or palms can face down to root and ground you. Close your eyes if you haven't. And then take a full breath in. Full breath out, let it go. Continue to stay in Shavasana. Oliver, my puppy, is crying to come into the room. I'm going to continue to walk you through this. So just start to soften the space between your eyebrows and around your eyes. Relax your jaw, remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And then just allow every single muscle in your body, from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes, to just become nice and heavy, to melt even deeper into the mat, and to really devote these final moments of your practice to yourself. And just give yourself as much time as you need here. So I'm going to allow you to stay here in your Shavasana. You're welcome to